this game. Let's see who can manage the wet conditions better. It's the Raiders going up against the Bills.
Larry, we're just about 4 miles off the shores of Lake Erie at New Era Field in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Oakland Raiders. First down, Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, and that'll bring up second down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Here's a man who started as a Buffalo Bill, Marshawn Lynch, and able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Lynch, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. First down, it's Taylor. And incomplete to open things up.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Throwing again, Taylor. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. From the gun, it's Taylor. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for his tight end, Clay, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
He'll check this down to Lynch, complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marshawn Lynch, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now Tre'Davious White on the return. And now out come the Bills. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Let's go! Ryan 38!
Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Here's Taylor. Looking for his tight end, Clay, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So the D-line's going to spread out. Carr will try it again on 2nd down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Third and 11, and some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Picked off, Jarvis Jones. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 2nd down, here's Taylor. He's got the hook up to Andre Holmes. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Let's go!
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And his throw is incomplete. Charles Clay is tight in the intended target, and now it's third down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third.
Let's go.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They dump it off to Lynch. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Carr to throw on second down. And it's incomplete. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. On play action, it's Carr. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. They'll go again to McCoy. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Defense has to stand tall here. 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. Shift together here from the D-line. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. And they've got it here with a 1st down. They come out here in the eye. From the 2-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. This is McCoy. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Reminder, a couple of good games still to come. Later tonight, it's the Steelers on the road in Detroit taking on the Lions. Then Monday night, the costumes will be in full force in Kansas City, I'm sure, as on the day before Halloween, we'll see the Chiefs play host to their AFC West rivals, the Broncos.
And wasn't it just a couple years ago, those two played a night game that was won by the Broncos on a fumble return with like 20 seconds to go?
Absolutely, that was a thriller. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. To throw his car. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. On 2nd down, here's Carr. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Shotgun now for Carr. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Let's go!
On 2nd down, Taylor. His throw incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Bills on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go!
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Khalil Mack in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Here's Matt Darr now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Raiders will take possession. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Now on first down. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from LSU, Tre'Davious White. He's at the 40. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So out come the Raiders. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On second down, Lynch. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. The second quarter score from Cincinnati. And that one pretty well wrapped up. The Bengals growing the lead even further. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Taylor with a give to McCoy. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12.
Come on, let's go! Ohio!
Now Taylor back into his end zone. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And got his man complete. A big play here for the Bills. 45 yards. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. but I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
He got it there. Carry now for McCoy. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The Bills on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Again, it's McCoy. And McCoy loses the football. And the Raiders pick it up. He's at the 30. 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score, and it's an early lead there for the Saints. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a 1-score game.
Now Taylor going to hand this one off to McCoy. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. And the Raiders have got him. Mario Edwards busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Taylor. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Matt Darr now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is taken at the 23. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. And now Oakland ready to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Carr now on 1st down, looking deep downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Final play of the half. It's Taylor. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Obi Melifonwu, the rookie out of UConn. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Out come the Bills now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Here we go.
Here's Taylor to throw on second down. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. There he goes right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Charles Clay, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
To the air on second down. It's Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the safety, Jarris Byrd. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. After the interception, here's Taylor. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Second and 10 now. It's Taylor. He gets it complete to Anquan Bolden. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, that play certainly felt like what I call a tendency breaker. 1st and 10, they dial up a draw play. That's not a normal situation, but give credit to the defense. They weren't fooled at all and really finished off the play.
Flex round. Let's go.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. He's to the 10. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. LaShawn McCoy with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bills will extend their lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Novak to tack on the extra point. And these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Novak out now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Letting one go deep for Roberts. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Following the penalty, Lynch. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. And that's a gain of 6 on the 1st down run.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Carr to Crabtree, good for a Raider 1st down.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
The slot man in motion right. On 1st down, Carr. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Down the run with Lynch, and he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. Now they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Now a play fake. Carr He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Lorenzo Alexander in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Here's Marquette King now. He's been terrific so far. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the 3rd now in New Orleans. And it's the Saints that have moved out ahead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going deep here for Matthew. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
2nd down now after the pass completion. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the safety, Jarris Byrd. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
To throw is Taylor. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And a reception made over the middle. This is Bolden. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time. Fresh set of downs here.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And now here is another interception. Picked off by David Amerson. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, Is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now after the INT, it's Carr. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Cooper was the target there, and it's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Yeah, he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
To throw on second down. Carr. This one caught left side by Cooper. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Back now in Buffalo. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. The Raiders on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Carr. He finds Roberts, complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now Carr again. They'll set up the screen to Lynch. And, a good hit there and knocked down hard. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one even matter.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Preston Brown coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Not something you see a whole lot of. A sack of Derek Carr, and due in large part to a good O-line. Carr was sacked on less than 3% of his dropbacks last year, lowest in the league.
Oakland knew it was important to take care of their quarterback. They picked up Donald Penn.
He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. And a big 32-yard play on third. From the gun, Carr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Lorenzo Alexander in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Carr going to throw, and he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Here's Carr. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And here we go on 1st and goal. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Michael Crabtree, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field.
Here we go! Ohio!
Now McCoy. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Matthews, the intended target, and it's third down. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. On third down, Taylor. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. Throwing on first down is Carr. Flushed out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. On second down, here's Carr. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Raiders on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 14. Back to throw. Roberts with it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 23 yards on the play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Lorenzo Alexander in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. He's back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the 4th down in New Orleans. And scoring again, the Saints have extended their lead. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Bills are going to win the football game. The Bills getting set to go. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. On the counter, here's McCoy. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now a 20th carry here for McCoy. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 4th down. No move to pull the offense. Taylor's going to go for it. The Bills will go for it. It's Taylor. He's going to air it out deep for Matthews. And my goodness, another interception. It's Obi Melifonwu, the rookie out of UConn. But he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a...